Holy crap, you guys. This is actually a huge moneymaker. And so greedy old Amazon decided to hop on that listing and undercut everybody and started selling it for $2.99 a bottle. No reason. Just woke up one day and Amazon said, nope, not today. Sorry. Hey you guys, it's Lindy. Welcome back to my channel. I am running a little errand and something occurred to me, and I think it's been a while since I've talked about it, so I wanted to bring it up. Lately, of course, on my channel, I've been talking a lot more about sourcing merchandise, and we've talked about sourcing different areas, of course, in the past, like bin stores, thrift stores, online liquidation, pallets, truckloads. We've talked about sourcing in all of these different ways, but have you guys ever thought about sourcing here? Where is here? It's where we're going right now. Have you ever thought about sourcing at the grocery store? I think a lot of my OG YouTube followers will probably remember this, but if you're newer to my channel, you might not know. But I used to sell a lot of food items, not only on eBay, but on Amazon as well. I made a killing selling food on Amazon. And one of the reasons why food items are so lucrative is because they are what's referred to as a consumable product. A lot of resellers, I think, focus on buying and reselling items that are almost like a one-time purchase for customers. Like they might, be a baseball hat or a pair of shoes or a dress or an electronic device of some kind. I like to focus on consumable products whenever possible, because consumable products mean people will buy them not just once, but over and over and over again. And food can be one of those ultimate consumable products if you find the right food items. So I am about ready to run into a local grocery store because I have to pick up some stuff for myself. But I also thought while I was in here, I would take a look and see if there's anything that could bring me a profit while I shop. This grocery store in particular is where I would buy cases. I would special order cases of the Taco Bell Diablo hot sauce. I would also sell like hot and mild Taco Bell sauce, but none of them sold as well as Diablo. I don't even know if you can get Diablo hot sauce by the bottle anymore. We're about to find out though, because I'm gonna go look. But right now, I mean, maybe look it up. I don't think I have time. I'm sitting at a red light, but maybe you can look up. Do they still have Diablo Taco Bell sauce by the bottle? Do they still have it? Anyway, I used to be able to buy it for like somewhere between $1.30 and $1.50 a bottle, and then I would sell it for $10 a bottle on eBay. I actually made numerous videos about it on my channel back when my channel was first getting started. And unfortunately, what I did not realize was that putting that kind of information out on such a public platform would kind of cripple my market a little bit. So a lot of people were also finding the same hot sauces and selling them, and it kind of tanked the market price a little bit. But you live and you learn. Probably shouldn't have done that, but that is not going to stop me from giving you guys some ideas. Now, I'm not going to, tell you specifically what to go out and source, because then everybody would then be sourcing the exact same thing, which turns into a race to the bottom on whatever platform you're selling on. But I can certainly give you some ideas of how to find food products that you can in turn flip for big profit. So we're gonna go inside here because I have to pick up a couple of things, and I'm gonna kind of scan the aisles and see if I can find anything that's profitable. And then after that, I will tell you some of the products that I've sold in the past and what used to make me really, really big money, not just on eBay, but on Amazon as well. All right, let's go see if we can find anything inside this grocery store that we can make some money on. It's been a long time since I've done this, but we're gonna see if I can find anything. Salad dressings and hot sauces, I mentioned. These are my go-tos. One of the things that I would always try to look for is something that I hadn't ever seen before, or something that might be only local to my area. I'll talk a little bit more in detail about this when I get back out to the car. But this is one of the items that I used to make a whole bunch of money on with Amazon, Dorothy Lynch salad dressing. It's kind of exclusive to the Midwest area. So I'll tell you a little bit more about how much money I used to make off of that. This is another local item that I might actually look into. So Ott's is not on there, but if you look, it gave me poppy seed dressing from Panera, a 3-pack selling for $27. What? They have Subway sauces now? Okay, hold on, now I'm curious. I didn't know that they bottled Subway sauce now. Okay, so people are selling multiple lots, it looks like. A 6-pack for $60, so $10 a bottle. I mean, there's some profit, not a ton. This was an item I've sold before, the tiger sauce. Well, it looks like there could still be people making money off of it. Pack of 6 for $40. Let's see what the sold comps are. Looks like $15.67 for 2. What is that one? Joel Mountain Dew Habanero. What? Never heard of that. 6-pack for $20. Yeah, market value's gone down. There's some Texas Roadhouse sauces. This was something else that I used to sell on Amazon. I used to sell numerous bottles of this Gates Original Classic Kansas City style barbecue sauce. Sold a lot of those on Amazon. I sold a lot of those on Amazon. I'm seeing so many sauces I've never even sold before. Trappy's Red Devil. I'm gonna look that up. I've never seen that one before. There's one for $8, $2 with $14.50 shipping. Pack of 3 for $21. Let's see if they're actually selling for that, if that's just the asking price. So it does look like someone has bought a pack of 3 for $21, which that's actually a really good deal. That's a profit maker right there, because 3 bottles would be about $5 in cost of goods. So $5 in cost of goods, they're getting $22 with free shipping. Call that, I think that'd probably be about $9 to ship at the most. So 9 and 5 is $14 minus eBay fees. So whoever sells a set of 3 for, $21.99, that's probably, call it a $5 profit maybe. So I mean, it's not a lot, but if you turn them, that's just an example. That's just an example, not telling you to go do it. I'm trying to give you some examples of the kind of things I would look for. All the Sweet Baby Rays. These look like some fancy barbecue sauces, but those would be pretty expensive to source. They're $7.50 a piece. That's some expensive barbecue sauce. Oh my gosh. If you've never had this, it's so good. I haven't tried the other varieties, but the original is so good. All right, I'm not seeing anything else that really stands out over here. They don't really have a ton of hot sauces that are not just like super common, well-known sauces. Okay, so I think I'm probably done over here. Let's go venture to another aisle and see what we can find. I have sold these online before. They were actually confiscated from the International Global Shipping Program. So I think they're artificial bacon, but they still got confiscated. But fortunately, eBay didn't force me to refund, so that was good. eBay ate the cost on that, so that was very nice of them. I basically just try to look for things that are shelf stable, that aren't gonna go bad very quickly. Like here's some mild paprika. Let's scan this just to see what happens. Okay, yeah, none of those are selling. That's all right. It was worth a shot. And this is what I'm talking about. Taco Bell. Yeah, the price has definitely gone up from when I used to source it. I used to source it for a lot less than that. So they've got the fire sauce. Yeah, so not only are people selling the bottles, but they're also selling the packets. How funny is that? Lots of people, and people buy, that's active, but people actually buy, like confirmed sold the packets. So it looks like, yeah, about $6 plus the cost of shipping. 3-pack for $23, 3-pack for $18.75. So yeah, about what I expected price-wise on those. And they are now $1.99 a piece. Never seen these before. Makes 2 jars of salsa, huh? No exact matches found. Maybe those could be a good item. No matches found. That means that nobody's got them on eBay yet. Never seen this before. Can you tell I like to source hot sauces? It's not obvious. I'm just scanning the aisles looking for anything that looks different from anything I've seen in the past. Because if it's new to me, it might be new to someone else. I also like to look for canned meats and things. I used to make a lot of money with canned meat. In case you haven't been able to tell, I'm trying to not focus on specific items because I don't want to tank anybody's market like I did for myself so long ago. I am just kind of like showing examples and letting you guys know my thought process on how exactly I stumble upon items that sell for profit online, just at your regular grocery store. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. I'm struggling with finding the canned meats. Where are they at? Oh, there's some specialty items, like some specialty nuts and dried fruits and things. Oh, except this is all way too expensive. I didn't know that they had yogurt-covered cranberries here, but those are super expensive. I don't think anything over here is worth scanning. It's all a little pricey. I also look for tags where something is closeout or being discontinued. I think I already went down this aisle. Where was the canned meat? Latin foods, canned tuna. Oh, it's over here. Oh, it's right over here. I didn't even know it. Canned meat. Ooh. I used to also do coffee every time there was like a specialty flavor or something. Like here's some Dunkin' s'mores. Let's check this out. See if anything like that is on there. All right, so people have got it $23 for 2, $9.75 for 1, plus the cost of shipping. How much is it here? I do not know. That is for K-cups. I'm gonna see what the price is on the app. That looks delicious. I might buy some just for myself. Save $1 when you buy 5. Okay, but what's the original price? It doesn't say how much it is. Yeah, it says that you save $1 when you buy 5, but it doesn't say what the original price is. Maybe I will get one and we will find out. Taste test. So not this brand, but there was another brand of dried beef that I would make so much money on Amazon. I have sold some on eBay as well, but it was mostly Amazon where I sold the dried beef. It wasn't this brand, it was another brand. I literally made like 4 times my cost on it. It was ridiculous. These are pretty expensive. They're $4.29 a piece. The Wendy's chili is new, but it's super expensive. Wendy's chili is like $4 a can. I can't imagine that would be profitable, but that's kind of a niche item that, you know, I would have normally scanned. So I don't see it. I don't see it to give you guys an example, but I would on these 6-packs, the potted meat, not the Vienna sausages, but the potted meat. Oh my gosh, I remember. So this is pretty close to what I used to pay for the potted meat. I used to buy them for like $3.69 or something, and I would sell these on Amazon. I'm not kidding. I would sell these on Amazon for $20, and I paid like $3.60 something for them. So I was profiting anywhere from $8 to $10 off every single set, and I sold like 100 sets. It was crazy. I don't know what it was about the potted meat, but it sold like hotcakes. These were also really popular at one point, but they were the bigger cans. These are the smaller ones, so I don't think these have a lot of profit in them anymore. But the deviled ham, I made a lot of money off those, but they were the bigger cans. This store's canned meat selection is not very big. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, I'm about ready to check out, and I'll meet up with you guys back in the car. Holy crap, you guys. This is actually a huge moneymaker. So I did buy one and I checked the receipt and it really was $3.99, the same price as the K-Cups. And then it was a part of the mega sale, which is buy 5, as long as you buy 5 of the participating tags, it's an extra $1 off. And because I got the Buffalo Wild Wing sauces, those were all participating items. So that means that this bag of coffee was only $3. So going off of the current price comps on eBay, what people are currently selling these for online, it's a $5 profit per bag. Buy all the Dunkin' Donuts, buy all the Dunkin' Donuts. This was actually a moneymaker. I was not expecting that. Prices don't stay the same. I would not be surprised if this very quickly started to drop in price, because I would tend to believe that the S'mores Dunkin' Donuts coffee is not exactly regional, which most of the times prices that stay high for reselling, it's because there's not a lot of competition on the market. But if everybody has access to that coffee, not only is everybody able to then flood the market with those coffees, but then people really have no incentive to go online and buy that coffee, because they can just go to their own local Dillon's or Kroger or Walmart or Target, wherever, and find a bag of coffee. There's no reason to go on eBay to find it. So when something is kind of, mainstream, it doesn't really serve well for reselling. You know what I mean? But until then, I'm sure that a lot of people are going to make money off of s'mores flavored Dunkin' coffee. Like, that's a really good margin. Shoot, for only $3 a bag, I might go clear them out just for me. Not even to resell, just so that I can drink it. All right, now that I've picked up what I needed to pick up, I am gonna go home, and I wanna tell you guys about a couple of choice items that I mentioned in there, and I also wanna tell you a horror story about selling some of those kind of items on Amazon. Not to scare you off from it, but to just let you know why I no longer sell on Amazon, because I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably thinking, well, if you made all of this money selling the armor potted meat on Amazon, or if you made all of the money selling the dried beef on Amazon, well, why did you stop? Well, I'll tell you exactly why I stopped. That's part of the horror story. So I guess I'll just tell that story first, and then I'll talk about, the Dorothy Lynch salad dressing and stuff that I first talked about when I first got into the store. So this is what happened with selling those items, those kind of items on Amazon. It didn't really happen with the potted meat or the dried beef, but I'm going to tell you what happened with another product that I didn't even show you in there, honestly, because I didn't even see it. I don't even know if this store stocks it. I used to buy it from Target when I would sell it on Amazon. And it was not an all natural, but it was like a simple branded condiment company. And they were making a chipotle mayo, or maybe it was a chipotle aioli. I can't remember. It was a chipotle something or other kind of sauce. And I was regularly sourcing it from Target for around $3 or something like that. And I was consistently selling it on Amazon for around $12.99. $12.99 on Amazon. So after all of the FBA fees, because I did send it in to Amazon FBA, I was sending them in, by the dozens. I sent in, 1 dozen just to kind of see how they performed. And when they performed really well, I started sending them in by the case. And they were performing very, very well. Like I said, I was buying them for around $3 and selling them on Amazon for about $12.99 a bottle. So I was netting after fees and everything, probably somewhere around the $6 price range. Let's just call it $5. So for every dozen bottles I was sending in, I was profiting about $60. Every case had about 36 bottles, I think, maybe 24, I'm not sure. So let's just call it $120 in profit per case. And I was sending in at least 1 case a week. It was making me a lot of money until Amazon jumped on the listing. And that is something that a lot of people that sell on Amazon don't really talk about it, or if they do talk about it, I don't hear about it. But Amazon used to have, and still probably does have, the ability to jump on any listing and undercut everybody. So you know if an item is being sold, at least this was how it was when I was selling on Amazon. When I was selling on Amazon, you always knew if it was a third-party seller or if it was Amazon when you were using the Amazon seller app to, if you're using the Amazon seller app to scan items, you knew if it was third-party sellers or if it was Amazon themselves because it would say .com as one of the sellers. And at the time I was selling this Chipotle sauce, there was no .com, it was all third-party sellers. So it was just a bunch of people like me, and I was competing with, a bunch of people just like myself. Well, then suddenly Amazon must have picked up on how popular this item was and how much money this was making third-party sellers. And so greedy old Amazon decided to hop on that listing and undercut everybody and started selling it for $2.99 a bottle. Yeah, the price was literally cut $10 a bottle overnight. $10 a bottle overnight, just like that. So the most recent case I had sent in, I was negative on. I was negative on not just because I had to drop my price to compete with Amazon, but it was negative because if I wanted all of those bottles back, I was going to have to pay Amazon to ship them back to me after I had already paid to ship them all in. So it was just kind of like, well, I might as well sell them at a loss now because I'm going to be at a loss either way. At least if I sell them on Amazon, I at least don't have to look at them. I don't have to deal with them anymore. But it was infuriating. But that kind of stuff would happen all the time with food items. It wouldn't just be all third-party sellers. It would be Amazon jumping on listings and undercutting all of the third-party sellers like me. So yeah, that's why I no longer sell food on Amazon. I used to sell a lot of food on Amazon, and I used to make a lot of money selling food on Amazon, but it was little things like that and little things like suddenly becoming restricted on products that made me not want to sell on Amazon, like the Dorothy Lynch salad dressing. So now let me tell you about that. So the entire catalyst for me getting started selling food on eBay and Amazon actually came from my mother. Not because she told me to start selling it online, but because she said something that tickled the little reseller neurons in my brain. When my mother and my stepfather had relocated to Washington because my stepdad was employed with Boeing, they had to relocate to Washington. And so they were there for a few years. My mother would always ask me to ship Dorothy Lynch salad dressing to them from here because it was my stepdad's favorite salad dressing and they could not find it anywhere in Washington. So what I found out was that Dorothy Lynch salad dressing was kind of a Midwest thing, and the East Coast and the West Coast, at least at the time, did not have that salad dressing in stock on store shelves. So that caused me to check eBay, and sure enough, people were selling Dorothy Lynch salad dressing for a profit on eBay. And that is that's where the whole thing started for me. That's when I started looking for like all of the Midwest local shelf-stable food items that might not be available everywhere, see if I could sell it online. So I started with the Dorothy Lynch salad dressing, and I made a lot of money off Dorothy Lynch salad dressing on eBay. And then I started looking into doing it on Amazon. But unfortunately with Amazon, just one day I woke up and they told me I couldn't sell it on Amazon anymore. No rhyme or reason. They just said that I was that was a restricted item and I was no longer allowed to sell it. No reason. Just woke up one day and Amazon said, nope, not today. Sorry. But the whole point of this was not for me to rehash or relive my grievances with Amazon and my frustration with not being able to sell food on Amazon anymore because Amazon does what Amazon does. But it was, again, to challenge you to think outside the box. Think about consumable products, not just food items, but consumable products that people don't just buy once. They're items that people buy again and again and again. The easiest consumable products to think about are food items or things like hygienic products or skincare. You know, a lot of my OGs know that I sold a lot of health and beauty online prior to, you know, opening up my store here and then closing my store and then going into more Facebook sales. Before that, I was doing a lot of health and beauty on eBay. And one of the reasons why I was gravitated towards health and beauty and cosmetics was not just because, you know, I like health and beauty and cosmetics, but because it is a consumable product that somebody will not just buy once, but they will buy again and again. Skincare, makeup. With makeup, yeah, it might take you a while to use up all of the makeup, but you might get different shades, you might try different colors, you might try different brands. Think about the kind of items that you go to the store and buy yourself. Where would you go if you went to the store and it was no longer available? Would you go to eBay? Would you go to Amazon? Think about those kind of items. Think about really obscure items that are not very common that somebody might be seeking out online. I'm not talking about bottles of Heinz ketchup or French's mustard or Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. I'm talking about the specialty sauces, the canned goods, the dried things that people would go online to look for because maybe they don't have it in their area. Maybe it's a regional thing. Maybe it's a discontinued item that people can't find everywhere now. Think outside the box. What would you look for? And then the next time you're at the grocery store doing your regular shopping or running inside, picking something up, see if you can find any of those kind of items on eBay and see if they could be profitable. You might be surprised. Thank you guys so much for coming on this little sourcing adventure with me. I greatly appreciate you. If you like these kind of videos and you want me to continue making videos like this one, please make sure to hit that thumbs up before you leave. That's the fastest way to tell me that you like these kind of videos so that I can continue to make them. Don't forget to check the video description. I always put a lot of useful information in there, including the link to my Facebook page if you're at all curious to see how exactly I'm selling items now on Facebook. Not Facebook Marketplace, but a business Facebook page. The fastest way to see how I do that is to go click on the link in the video description and go see how I do it in real time. I do also ship items on that page now, so if you happen to see anything that you would like to purchase, you can join in on the fun and put sold in the comments. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to put them down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet subscribed and ring that notification bell. That way you're notified whenever I post my next video. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.